everybody. Welcome to another episode of Quickie with Ms. B. I'm Ms. B. Today is Tuesday. Squirrel.
Now you get it right. We spent 35 minutes getting it wrong, and you just whoop it out in 30 seconds. For social and geometric possibilities, Goldilocks and the Three Bears by Mrs. B. How's that? That was great. Just the other 48 times you didn't do it that way.
Anyways, today is Tuesday. All this week we're talking about would you, and then fill in the blank. Today we're going to talk about siblings. What would you do?
So, since for some reason everything shut off, let's go back to what you had said originally.
Okay.
You wanted to do what? Harm your brother?
No, really, I love them. Those infomercials that they put on TV. This one happened to be talking about a specific hair product that would help regrow your hair as you're balding. So I thought it would be really funny to either call or get on the computer and fill out the information and send them a 30-day supply.
But you chickened out.
Oh, the retaliation on that one would have been so bad.
How would he have known who did it?
Because it's just me.
Could have been anybody. Could have been, I don't know,
Oh,
someone he walked past once who happened to know what his address was. Just something,
No.
you know. Now mine was my older brother Eddie, who is now passed. But at the time, I was sitting in a doctor's office. Stop staring at the squirrel.
He's shaking his tail feather.
We had a 35 minutes downtime because of the squirrel, not more than a half hour ago. So stop staring at the squirrel.
They're chasing each other. Okay.
We're trying to record a show.
All right.
It's not a Steve Irwin. Oh my God, crikeys, the squirrel's going crazy. We're not doing that.
Okay.
So anyways, my story before I was rudely squirreled out of it. I was sitting in a doctor's office one day, and as I'm sitting there, you know, those little cards fall out. You know, like, here, for further more information, fill out this card and send it in. You know, for Franklin Mint this. They have all these like Excalibur sword or this or that. And for more information, just fill it out and send it in. So I started filling them out and sending it in with Eddie's name on it. And I sent quite a few of them. And I even, as I was saying, sent in a couple special ones from a magazine where you can get a few DVDs for postage only. So I had them send DVDs. No, he never knew it was me ever.
Oh, you're naughty.
Yep.
That's naughty.
Can you imagine what his girlfriend thought? Eddie, there's a package here for you. What are these? Looks like DVDs, Eddie. I didn't order any DVDs. Well, these look like something you would watch.
Yep.
Look, it's Debbie, and she's doing Dallas.
Oh, boy.
Is it a play? No.
Who's Debbie?
Yeah. Why did she send you this?
Yeah. Why is she sending you this? So there's some other, since we're talking about pranks, there's some other pranks out there that people have played on their siblings. This one is just bad. They decided to turn off the Wi-Fi when they were using their computer. They found the modem in the house and unplugged it.
Okay.
Then wait for your sibling to start asking questions. Pretend you don't know what they're talking about. Tell them the Wi-Fi is working for you just fine. And then after 10 or 15 minutes, you got to give the jig is up and tell them the truth.
I would just plug it back in and go, what? What? Works fine.
That's what he said. This person said, say something like, oh yeah, I forgot I unplugged the Wi-Fi. Whoops. I like this one. I wish I would have thought of this. Rearrange their room when they're not home. Can you imagine moving the furniture around so it's all in different places? Nothing is where it should be. And take everything off their shelves and desks and everything else that, posters on their walls and
I did one kind of like that. I did one sort of like that where my brother was freaking out, and he was literally freaking out. It was my brother that's 1 year above me. Now, yeah. He had a report that had to be in, and it was his grade. I mean, it's your grade.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so he had to do it. Parents were involved and all that stuff. So I stole
it. You stole his project?
Yeah, and it was a Friday, and I was good, but also evil. I turned it in, so he couldn't find it. Yeah, I turned it into school. He couldn't find it. He was flipping out. I turned it in. He went absolutely freaking nuts. He couldn't find it anywhere. And so the next day, he did not want to go to school. So he faked sick. Because he knew he was this was his grade. He was like, oh! I had already turned it in, though. So what I did was...
You made your brother sweat.
I stole it and gave it to the teacher. I did not affect his grade or anything at all. It's just that for some reason he was too mortified to go to school, and so he stayed home. And then when he got there, she told him, which I forgot all about. She was going to tell him, well, yeah, your younger brother brought that in. Thanks for having him bring that in. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Because he was off the next day because he stayed home because he was terrified to go to school because he didn't have his paper. So she thanked him on Monday when he got. She thanked him on Monday for having me bring it.
You were mean. You made your brother sweat.
Oh yeah, I did. He was he thought he was gonna flunk. He literally thought he was gonna flunk.
You made him.
No. For 3 whole days.
Oh, 3. Oh, glad. Yeah.
I did it. No, I brought it in Thursday, and I waited till after school, and I gave it to her after school. I said, "This was in my bag. I think it's my brother's. It's for you." She goes, "Yep, that's the assignment." And then I went home, and he spent the whole night looking everywhere for it. Couldn't find it anywhere. It was nowhere to be found. He had to have it for tomorrow morning. Oh my God, I gotta have. He's flipping out. You're just like, okay, whatever. I knew it was no big deal for me because it was at school. She had it, but then he didn't go to school Friday, so that means he sweated it Thursday night, Friday, Saturday,
and
Sunday. Monday when he goes to school, he gets there and she's like handing him back his assignment because she graded him apparently Friday. She graded him, was going to hand him out, Monday. So she hands him his assignment all graded. And then thanks him. I want to thank you for having your brother bring that to me. I appreciate that. Not a lot of people have the assignments brought in. Thank you. I appreciate that. And he's just sitting there ready to go, my dog. Wait, it's graded?
He was ready with all the excuses.
Oh, yeah, you know it. I don't know what. Here you are. Good job. Thank you for having your brother bring that in to me.
You are mean.
No, mean would have been destroying it, burning it in the fire, or whatever. I simply helped him out by bringing it to school and delivering it to the teacher.
Yeah, after 3 days of mental anguish, I might add.
That was incidental joy.
And on that note, we need to take a break. Back in a moment. Welcome back, everybody. You're listening to A Quickie with Ms. B. If you missed the first half of the episode, please go back and check it out. And Monday's episode as well, or any of the other previous episodes that you may have missed at some point in time. And just to give you a reminder, you can find us on Spreaker, Spotify, iTunes, iHeart, Google, and YouTube, just to name a few. And
all of that in one take. And I can't get you to say thank you for joining me for A Quickie with Ms. B.
I can't go easy on you.
How does that work? I get Thank you for joining me with a quickie with a quick Miss B quickie with what? What? And then you throw out the social geometric possibilities surrounding the governing factors behind a podcast. It's like, what? Who is she?
Well, I have to keep it interesting.
Hey.
Anyways, the other thing that I was going to mention is don't forget that we also have. We also have. I have.
We also represent the Lollipop Kids. The Lollipop Kids.
I also have an email address, which is quickiewithmissb@gmail.com. So if you guys want to hear specifically talk about whatever.
If you have a topic you wanted to do, put it there. Trust me, she gets bummed if you guys don't send her an email. She'll look at the stats and go, wow, thousands of people listen to the show, huh? I didn't get an email. So the shower people can't be real. I didn't get an email.
Real.
How can they be real if I didn't get an email?
You see how I, purposely stumbled through that just so that you would pick that up and run with that ball so that you get aggravated. I just didn't want you to feel like, that you were being left out.
Oh, of course not. Why would you leave me out?
Anyways, we're talking about siblings. What would you do is the topic for the week.
To them, for fun and enjoyment.
I do have another one.
Oh, really?
Yes. Okay.
You victimized your brother twice in an entire lifetime? That's it, huh?
Oh, many times I've victimized him, but this is the only one that comes to mind at the moment. You remember that movie Hellraiser from quite a while ago?
Is that to do with the nails in his face?
Yeah. Pinhead or face or whatever they call them. Well, anyways, I caught on that my brother hated this movie because I was watching, I don't know if I was watching a preview at the time, and he just happened to walk by and he's like, what are you watching? I'm like, check out this dude. He's got like all kinds of pins in his head or, nails or whatever. Then my brother's like standing there for a second and he goes, well, that's just stupid, and he hated the movie just based on the little excerpt that he watched. So I decided one year for Christmas that I was going to get him the DVD Hellraiser.
You're such a Hellraiser. Did you like it?
No. I heard about it for 15 minutes straight on how much he didn't like it and didn't appreciate that.
So let me ask you a question. Would wrapping up boxes of candy that you ate all the candy out of and leaving it as from a secret Valentine for your sister, would that be cruel? Not that I ever did.
But it sounds like you would do that.
or did. Would, did,
That's naughty.
From your secret admirer. One of those stupid little cards from school,
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
What happened? The doorbell rang, and it was hilarious as how easily they're fooled. Doorbell rang. What happened? This was on the steps. It's like, the driveway is 1,100 feet long. You could probably just run down there and figure out who it was. There's nobody there. Gee, I wonder who it was then. Nope, didn't figure that out. Somebody left me. Oh, how sweet. It's from I have an admirer. Really? Wait a minute, the candy's empty. Asshat.
Oh.
That's just terrible. Somebody ate all the candy.
Yeah,
wow,
John.
That is not a good secret admirer. Or the driveway was just really long.
Hungry going all the way up that driveway. Yeah, but I have to tell you, paybacks from your siblings. Let's flip that coin around for a second.
Yeah, those are bad.
Yeah.
I've gotten those. Yeah.
Yeah. And sometimes they can come back on you tenfold, way worse than the prank that you pulled.
Yeah, I remember one of my brothers. Oh man, I had a couple of fish and I liked them. They're cool. I kept reminding him. He's like, "Stop reminding me. I'm not an idiot. Did you feed the? Stop reminding me. You're making me mad." So I reminded him one more time and came back to find, and I'm not joking. And I'm sorry for PETA. It's just 2 goldfish, but I came back to find the goldfish bowl completely full of dog food. Apparently, he hadn't forgotten to feed the fish.
And he wanted you to know about it.
Yeah. Yeah, that one kind of backfired.
Oh, boy.
On the fish, too. Yeah.
And on that note, we better go to the pet store and get John some new goldfish.
Yes.